Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Burr, and if you are a fan of MMOs, RPGs, JRPGs, obscure video games, art, or music, then you should subscribe because that's what we do here. Also, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, and like this video over on YouTube. Quick announcement, I put up a post on the community page on my YouTube. There's a poll for you guys to vote for which obscure PlayStation 2 game you want us to stream. Then once we get enough votes, then we'll figure out what day that's going to be. But probably a weekend. Looking forward to it. But there's 2 to choose from, and yeah, it's going to be fun. Just weird old games. So, looking forward to it. Anyway. Hopefully my capture card is cooperating now. I had to restart it like 4 times tonight, so I'm hoping it got it out of its system. We'll see. But anyway, we're continuing Final Fantasy XIV today, Endwalker and MSQ. Last we left off, there was these crazy beasts that are acting a fool. Oh geez, hold on. Well, that's not good. Hold on. Okay, maybe that is working now. Jeez. I'm telling you, this capture card has been so finicky lately. Hey. I don't know, I don't want to touch anything else. I think we're solid now, but sheesh. Technology, man. All this great technology. Anyway. So, we have to go track these beasts down, I think, with Hermes. And I have a feeling something kind of awful is going to happen, so. Oh. Well, there. That looks like the beast. I wonder if I'll need to fight it. Here I go! I appreciate your help and lament that it is necessary. There it is, our quarry. Within striking distance at present, but if it feels threatened, it may well flee beyond our reach. Here is my plan. You will approach slowly in full view and draw the Lekion's attention. Now, I warn you, its abilities are as fiery as its temperament. Once it spots you, it will unleash orbs of flame. But fear not, by my measure, you are more than equal to the task. Withstand the onslaught for a few brief moments, and that will give me time to catch it unawares. Ready? Then let us begin. Slowly, I just charge out. Ooh, jeez. I changed everything around, so it's a little... readjustment. Oh, these. There we go. More fire. Good times. fireballs. There we go. More? No.
Now. Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire. Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind. Lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high. Fly free.
Join the convocation, Hermes. You do not belong here.
Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Oh.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Aye.
We got some stuff to talk about. Oh. He should have never joined the convocation, because then he just got crazy. Hi, Sean. He was such a sweet man. The other Legions have been taken care of. The incident is resolved, and life in Elpis continues as normal. Or ends, as the case may be. Rationally speaking, I understand Hermes' argument. No matter how well deserved the rest, there is a pang of sadness when a colleague leaves us. Yet never has a departure caused me such grief as Hermes appears to feel. What must it be like to experience such torment? I don't know how to explain it to you, bud. Sorry, kid. Don't even know. Got some new gloves? Alright. Hold on. Sorry. I leaned over and of course my nose has to run. My dog is chewing himself and he's gonna hurt himself because he just keeps chewing the same spot. And he gets so into it, you know? Like he gets like honed in and I'm like, stop it! Of course he's still doing it though. Of course. But to now. If there's anywhere you would like to visit before we leave, I should be glad to show you the way. Hermes has not yet outright refused his position with the convocation, merely postponed the decision. As such, I may as well resume my assessment. If we cannot accompany him, then I will content myself with questioning his colleagues. Ever the pragmatist? Then allow me to remain your humble guide. And what of you, Burr? Will you continue along with us? Wonderful. Our fellowship travels on unbroken. I say we explore another part of Elpis and see what new encounters there are to be had. If you would follow me, we will first head back towards Anagnoras. Oasis? I don't know how to say these words. I know nothing. This way. Up here. Yes. Over the fence. This place is so pretty. Ugh. I want to visit it IRL. Get out of here. Leave me alone. I have my stance on, unfortunately. Shut up. Okay. From here, we follow the path northwards to Notaneus. There we will find one of the noose, which facilitate travel between the islands of Elpis. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted. We only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Shall we? Oh, well that's convenient. Are we gonna run into Crystal Mommy in here? Alright. Here we are. Note news. This news will take us to Calablios Zephyros, the Western Island. That's it right there, looming large over us. Step this way and we can soon admire the view from above. Crazy.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros.
Calamelios.
Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos.
Like the yogurt.
Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arrayus. How delightful.
A little Spriggan. I know. I do too. It's so cool. Okay. Uh-oh.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago. Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept.
People are always just making up new sharks. That's so realistic. It's a land shark.
At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end, I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Oh my gosh. Who dis? The sharks. This mommy.
That was too close. Are you unharmed? Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star. Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work.
Oh, so you don't have to return to the star. That's interesting.
Banar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Oh.
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well. Less so, Emet-self.
It was getting
I dare say the
absurd.
lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Grubby.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
How is she, if I may ask?
Incorrigible as ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
Oh, you know I am. Now then, you are?
Hi, Gemini.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
How do you know?
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you. Therefore, if I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
But our plan is foiled.
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
That sounds rather like the Blessing of Light. Does it protect you from enthrallment by primals, by any chance?
Primals, you say? Well, I'm not familiar with such beings, but if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection. I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
What is it? Are you unable to speak of the matter?
Gotta play some charades.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
So, your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours. How very exciting! I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
She's all
Until a
for
moment
it.
finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest. Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself. As a representative of the Convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
Oh no. Quite a pickle.
Why don't we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation? I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos. We were meant to meet. I am certain of it. Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past.
Probably why she wasn't talking to us.
It's precisely the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
That's so funny. Well, I guess it's time to tell everybody everything. My apologies, but before we move along, a colleague has tasked me with a matter which I'd rather not leave unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept engraved crystal and the quick-fingered Orias which made off with it. An Orias, you say? I think we might have seen the culprit before being distracted by that business with the shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That would, of course, lead us only to the Orias. There is no guarantee that it hasn't dropped or stashed away the crystal you seek. Please, even that would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down the thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor just in case. Could I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate another pair of eyes to cover the land to the west of here. Many thanks. There's a small bridge leading into Poetin Oikos. Let us meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Sounds good. Another little search and find questy. Whoa. Whoa, those are cool. Those are so cool. I've seen them before. I think. But they're really cool. A variation of it, I should say. Is this... I guess this is part of the area? Maybe down? Search for the concept crystal. I don't see any glowing spots here. Back this way. Maybe it's down below then. It's just double checking. It's gotta be like right on the edge of this area then. Concept crystal. The wind, and I see an ether current. Found it, but I also see that current, which needs to be had. I like the music here. God Ink. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what it is. It sounds really familiar though. Oh! It is a funny concept. Our last searcher returns. I am afraid the Orias no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it as I followed in its wake. I don't suppose you fared any better. The crystal! Well done! Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging at my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Traveling and searching go hand in hand. I got some experience. Oh, you too. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. Long ago, when I held the seat of Azem, I was forever trekking back and forth across the star in search of answers to people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. Yet I am still eager to come running should an old acquaintance or new interest require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis, in fact. Many times has my presence been requested, my opinion sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreeing to help locate that missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, that's strange. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then, 'tis time I returned to this stolen property. If you would go on ahead to my accommodation, I will join you as soon as I have attended to that task. Street Sharks, yes. I used to watch that with my older brother. Follow the path straight ahead to the building at the top of the slope. I have the entire place to myself, so we can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Yes, Street Sharks, biker mice from Mars. There was a troll one. I forget what that one was called. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, the cartoon. There were so many weird, like, shows. Cartoons like that back in the day. It got, like, really popular. Can I attune? I should probably try attuning. I just passed. Where was it? It's right here. Jabberjaw! That sounds familiar. SWAT cats. I don't know if I remember that one. SWAT cats. Oh look! Some little pixies. Were those the Street Sharks? I don't remember their names or anything. I think we probably had action figures. I know we had some. We had so many because my brother was really into Ninja Turtles. And so then, like, we just got more action figures of any of those kind of cartoons that came out. Wait. I didn't attune, did I? Did I just do that? I'm too distracted by the thought of Street Shark. Yeah, I did. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. Whatever. I'm done. I'll try to do it in a second. Oh, every cartoon with sharks. I was like... I don't know too many cartoons with sharks. Except for Street Sharks. And then, you know, there's like the movies. Like Finding Nemo. Anyway. I'll worry about these things out there in a moment. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea. Hooray! How funny that we should run into her here.
Ah, a wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Which game is this song from? Oh, King Shark from Batman.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
Okay. Good evening, Artorius. Welcome in. Okay, in the future I came from, a calamity called the Final Days has befallen the world. The world has been sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star. The song answers. It's so pretty. It's reminds me of like Final Fantasy X, I think. Or I could be wrong though. I'll just go with the most basic answer.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Good thing there's enough water for tea, because we're gonna be drinking a lot of tea. Go be here a while. Yes! Yeah, Tannerkin. This could take eons, but for real. This would be pretty heavy.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
Like, what if somebody came back and told you that you just acted totally like this, and the world as you know it, like, I couldn't even imagine. I would say the same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be the same way. Be like, no way.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale. Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Heidelin? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures. Then there is the Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance. But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically. The capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
True, true. I note also that Heidelin did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
You what? Dot dot dot. Oh yeah.
This is quite a puzzle. And we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact.
This is interesting. This is so interesting.
If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight. Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Yes, it's all coming together.
Given that even the
Slowly.
14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed.
Oh my gosh, I always think it's kind of neat when you're presented with these scenarios in video games and like movies and stuff, where it's like the character has to figure out why they chose actions that they chose. You know? It's like, wait, why in the future would I do this? And then you have to like pick apart like your brain and reasoning. It's interesting.
And if Heidelin is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale? Well, I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity.
Oh yes, you're right, Gemini. I was a little confused. I know. I can't imagine having somebody say that to me. Any of this, any kind of scenario similar to this. But yeah, that specifically, I'm like, I don't think so.
I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
Well, you can't blame the Warrior of Light. I mean, they only saw the one from their perspective. You kind of came off a little crazy.
To sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem. Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable? Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme. The thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
Oh, sorry.
You do not know me.
You don't know me.
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
Honestly, I can't blame him. Maybe he's... I don't know. I don't think he's overreacting too much. What will you say? Dynamis is key to all of this. Hermes and Meteon are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. Still figuring it out.
Ah, yes. The energy distinct from ether. Though not my field, I have a basic understanding of Dynamis. And you say Hermes researched the phenomenon in the course of creating Meteon? Yes. I believe this warrants further investigation. With that settled, tis time for action. The missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer.
Sean, I can see that. You just like pick up your tea, take a sip, and then you're like, yeah, that sounds right.
Now suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Woohoo! Action! Let's do it.
Have faith. If Emmet Selk is the man Azum described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
He just needs some time to process things, I think. Tim's a very emotional person. He's gotta get over that emotions. It's a little bit of a proud soul, you know? You just attacked his character! Shall we begin our investigations then? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor received by the chief overseer of Elpis. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus, I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon, and I have a good idea of where we might begin. Okie dokie, where are we beginning? Oh shoot, no. I just wanted to double check because I was too focused on Street Sharks and old school cartoons to actually pay attention to if I attuned to the ether right. See you, the woman standing in front of yonder building. Her name is Ismene. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. Street Sharks, that's what's up. Yeah, Gemini asked if anybody remembered it, and then it got me thinking of just all the old school cartoons that were like coming out around that time. That makes sense, Gemini. I can see that. Like, it definitely... Like, he definitely softened at points, and it was, like, probably because of something very similar, if not for that reason. Questions? For me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Oh, cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder. Well, I'm not in duty finder, so that is perfectly fine. Oh, it's one of these sequences. Okay. Greetings, Ismene. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, Miss Vinnot. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What kind of person is Hermes? What are Hermes' interests? What kind of person is he? Well, I can only answer from my own experience, but I would describe him as a quiet man, reserved you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He can discuss any species in incredible detail and is the leading authority on concepts of the power of flight. You know, it's true. It's not fair. Like, every time I look at him, my self-esteem, it goes down. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? And there is Meteon been here. Do you know of Meteon's abilities? I don't know if that's the right question. I hate this. I always ask the wrong questions. It's no secret that she is a highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often makes his rounds with her, like a mother hen raising her chick. I understand that she is able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you wish you knew him better? Do you trust him? I beg your pardon. I've known Chief Hermes for many years. Though I cannot say we are close, he has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that is what you mean. Forgive us. We seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about Meteon? Why would she leave me in charge of asking the questions? That would be Timaeus. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observations on the banks of the stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and, unless you take a particular joy in rambling discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Cumber, I think we've taken enough of Isbeen's time. You should do the next round of questions. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers. If you could track down the colleague Isbeen mentioned. I would love that. Well, I did feel compelled to interject once or twice during that previous conversation. You seem more than capable of drawing forth the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish speaking with the Timaeus. Come on, Johnny. Let's go on an adventure to the stream. Look at this, Pegasus. Or is it an alicorn? Nope, just a Pegasus. Hello. Yes, I am Timaeus, but please keep your voice down. You'll start all the birds. Don't scare the birds. So what is it you wish to speak about? Is it true you're an expert on flying creations? What do you think of Chief Hermes' flying creations? Chief Hermes' work, a worthy subject indeed. Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues unabated. I know, this music is so good. I love the jazzy vibe. What sets the chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. Meteor is a marvel, then. My opinion on that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meteor as a concept, I have never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteor's concept to the Bureau of the Architect, then will a design be registered for public scrutiny. Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. Do you know of Dynamis and Telekies? I could tell you more of Meteor's nature if you like. Dynamis and Telekies. Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Elpis which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? No. Then why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. Well, I guess that was the wrong choice. Okay. So we know he's very skilled in making flying things. And he's quiet and sometimes says the wrong words. We've learned a lot. I'm the best at asking questions. Back already? That was quick work. You were obviously clever enough to head off any of that rambling Ismene mentioned. So, have you any new findings to share? Oh, my bird is standing right inside of me. I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteor's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues view Meteor as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me, which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Before we start this next part, I think we're gonna take a quick intermission. Just really quickly. We'll be back in approximately 5 minutes. But yes, enjoy your puppies. Hello. Welcome. Welcome or welcome back. Hope everyone had a good intermission and is ready to continue asking questions, I guess, or something. Alright. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the intellects which can control it. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I am inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer and his familia. And on that subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteion? Aside from her unorthodox method of communication. There are more like her. She has sisters. She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. Hi, Airmal. It's good to see you. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Well, I don't know. There was a lot to tell you. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to berrrlynn crystalline, not far from here. Just follow the path to the west. Taya? The west. No. Oh, seriously. Like, come on. I'm still getting over the fact that we traveled all the way back here. This tower and the one further along are both part of berrrlynn crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. Sorry, puppy. Fussing. If you can find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. Oh, did you? It's been a wild ride. Yeah, unfortunately, the capture card got weird at the end of not last night's stream, when we were traveling around Elpis, but thankfully, knock on wood, it's being okay today. Very finicky. I looked at it to see if I needed to update drivers, and it's the latest driver, so I don't know. It's just very finicky. But it didn't happen until like the last very part of it, so it should still be good enough to watch. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. I'll just eavesdrop while you do that. Indeed. So if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about? The Chief Overseer's personal research project. And by that, I assume you mean Meteon. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galene shared with me. Galene is my partner, and a fellow researcher here in Elpis. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon Heavensward. A host of them. Heavensward? For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Mistress Vina, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this sight which so delighted your Galene? Of course. Or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. Galene. At present she should be observing a subject in Metabasios Thalassai. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's oceans recreated in such sublime detail. Fussy dog tonight. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Vina. Even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. 'Tis a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. Go be dead. How greatly have we prospered for the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as a Zem. And what would Elpis be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Oh no, I don't want to be near any hunting creatures. Man is a creature of contemplation. But none embody that nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there's not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored. My goodness. Only here can you say that, and it's like, nice. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galene in person? Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be most helpful, thank you. You're right. It's basically what this person was saying. We're gonna celebrate when you die. I have opened the path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway, and you will find yourself at the entrance to Metabasios Thalasi. Galene will be eager to share her tale with you, I am sure. She better be. Ah, so pretty. My goodness. Approachable archivist. Mistress Vina, I'm just passing through. Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there's always an observer or two out on the upper Skyway. Hey, Tony! I was wondering that too. I was like, what do they do? Like, okay, we know like what's happening, but how do they go about doing this process? Do they just like drink something or I don't know. Curious. Mistress Vina, I was not taught to expect. We would have prepared an official welcome. Please, there is no need for fanfare. I only wish to speak with Galene, if that might be arranged. Yes, Galene, of course. I will inform her immediately. Ah, but she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. Like, yeah, seriously. And just like, alright, go into the earth below.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view. What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
I would love to be standing up there looking over that. That's so pretty. As beautiful as ever. Some parts, yes. Others, not so much. It's more beautiful here. Be honest. Some parts are very lovely.
Dark, hidden places, rife with danger. Those have an altogether different, but no less powerful sort of appeal. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
Yes! Bland bread. Got this crazy bread. You gotta hear about this Archon loaf. Look how cute she is, telling her stories. She's adorbs. She's like, yeah.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it.
Were you, Aramel?
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? When sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, Tony, I've noticed that. That's so cute.
Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity.
I agree. We're all miracles.
When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true, and a presence without, immense yet intimate, fate perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Don't make me cry.
Pray forgive my lateness.
Don't do that to me.
My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did.
She kind of sounds like Lise.
'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Matea, rather.
The Matea.
There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Thank you. This chair is so creaky, sorry. It's not too bad, but every so often I move funny. And it squeaks. Aww. I didn't expect to get choked up when she asked me that, but I think it has been worthwhile. That it's just coming from her. So, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding under that assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. Yeah, he's got some darkness inside of him. So you know. Oh wait, we got something. We need our head. The final piece. I can't see it. What does it look like? Huh? Oh. Whoa. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's super cool. It's kind of like a Power Ranger thing. Whoa. But I like seeing her face in the cutscenes, so that's so cool. I like to see her react. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Matea. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Galene said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at that same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see. Actually. We gotta go to the other side of the island. Every time I see this name, I just want yogurt. Oikos. Yeah, give me some Greek yogurt, please. With some Cool Whip and some graham crackers. It's delicious. Those look like big seashells. Or what are those? Just points? Oh, I see. It's the top of that thing. Like a broken pillar or something. From over there, it looked like a pyramid or a seashell. Huh. Now, if I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? I'd say that place looks pretty mysterious. Ah, what about that one? Have you the means to fly? Just quite a distance away. No. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. Ah, her puppy. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Burr here over to that island? Dut dut dut. Stubborn creature. There's no place on this great star we have not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. That's why he was so, like, so friendly towards us. Because we met him in the past. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. What? You've ridden him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing, that. Interesting. 'Tis certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. What? Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two in the bargain. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember, a memory of the distant past to cherish. But say you, traveler out of time. Choose your battlefield, I will do what I must. And if this memory turns out to be a bad one... Alright then, let's do it. I admire your confidence. Clear your minds and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Well, I wasn't expecting this. Clearing over yonder. This way. Oh. You stay right there. You big lizard deer thing. I'll have none of it. Ah, this does look like a clearing, doesn't it? Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Ugh. Okay. Let's see if we can do this.
Let neither side hold back.
Jeez. Forgot where all my mitigations are.
My blade sings!
I rearranged everything. Oh, that's good. I don't think I'm doing any damage to her. Ah! I love this is the battle sign. Oh, that's what that does, eh? Oh, jeez. I was like, what is it doing? Okay, well, we're gonna try that on very easy because we need to progress the story here. The echo grants you strength beyond your limits. Okay. There we go.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Oh. Huge. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
My blade sings!
Don't sing. Don't like this song of your blade. This song that's playing is kind of nice. I like this song.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter.
How about a penny?
Have a taste.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I forget how these go. Okay, thank you. That was just a little something.
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Shoot. Oh no. Oh no.
Prepare yourself.
shoot. It should be out here, right? No, the other way. Sorry. I gotta get used to this new setup. I'm like, this is the one that people say is really good to get used to, and so that's why I changed it. My brother's like, if you learn that, you'll be set. So I'm
Very
trying.
well. Let us move to the final trial.
No, no, no. Oh shoot. I was trying to hit them all at once. That's not good. No. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Oh no!
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Pound eaters. Oh no.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Oh, thank goodness. It's like, she's don't die. Well, that was an interesting battle. I'm assuming it's to teach you some new mechanics. But also, let's not do that again.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding. As is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
Ah, we have his approval.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you.
Oh, puppy. He's so cute.
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Argos was soon to have us standing on the very spot where the Matea made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion, that we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. Nice, level 89. That's what's up. Woohoo! Let us move over the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argos to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the Isle. No digging. No digging. Okay. Just digging and digging and digging. Dogs be dogging tonight. His younger brother has settled for the time being, but it's only a matter of time before he starts fussing at me again. Ah, so pretty. Argos motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been given the go-ahead to hop on. Right, Argos? Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. So fun. Toe beads. Scott toe beads. Isn't this pleasant? Argos certainly seems to think so. What was the name of that tree? No something? Ah, Notophorion. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Notophorion. Yes, it's beautiful. Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before? So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you.
We're going into the past while in the past?
Come and stand before me.
Pastception.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
What?
The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved.
Oh, okay.
Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Okay. There we go.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness. Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, as though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet, learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
So cute.
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
It's so sweet. So cute.
So, what is your opinion?
Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. Hermes is a gentle soul, and yet I couldn't say just by this moment alone. He gets pretty angry.
I understand. He is a gentle soul, and well-intentioned. Yet it does not take ill intent to beget ill. We must consider the possibility that something may have gone awry. Perhaps it was oversight, or simply an accident. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution. Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Yes, He's so sweet here. But then when he goes crazy in the future. Ooh. There are any number of places where Hermes might be in Elpis. But we could do worse than to look in Ctesis Hyperborea, the largest facility. It stands in Ethoseletikos Boreos, the Northern Isle. I wonder, Burr, for an institution which claims to studiously research every species destined for release into the world, did you not question how they find room for them all on so few islands? The answer lies within Ctesis itself. I touched upon the practice before back at the archives, where a vast area is stitched together out of multiple conceptual spaces. The same holds true for the interior of this facility and its magically constructed environment. 'Tis there, with those sprawling habitats, that the chief overseer and most of Elpis's observers conduct the bulk of their work. Come, the simplest route is via the Neus, north of Poetan Oikos. With some of these words, I feel like I'm just speaking, reading full sentences in a different language. What am I saying? Howdy, Latios! Okay, let's see. Do 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 do. Modes of light yet hang in the air, suggesting the device was but recently activated. Oh no, it's offline! That's no good. Sorry to hear that, but it's good to have you here. Ah, good. The news acknowledged you as my guest. You should now have the authority to use it as you wish. As for the way to Ctesis Hyperborea, we follow this path, then turn left at the crossroads. Turn left at the crossroads. Oh, this is a crazy place. Sorry, my nose is so bad today. Ugh. Here we are, the grandest research facility in Elpis. We should head inside and ask after Hermes' whereabouts. Hermes is at another facility, as we have just discovered. Well, look who it is. Furthermore, we've confirmed that his studies into Dynamis as well as his creation of Teon were entirely private pursuits. Oh my gosh, I can't read either. No one else we spoke with appeared to possess the chief's depth of knowledge on the subject, and neither did we hear any tales of stolen research. Which means that if Hermes himself harbors no desire to bring down an apocalypse, then he might be recruited to help prevent one. Ah, same page. Or so saith the illustrious Emet. According to your story, the 14 divined the connection between the celestial currents and the final days, but were never able to pinpoint the root cause of the calamity. With our people's greatest minds, not to mention Hypnodias's sharp eyes, committed to the pursuit of a solution, such an outcome seems inconceivable. The only possible explanation is if the nature of the catalyst was so inexplicable that even we failed to perceive it. And what better fits that description than the invisible, intangible dynamis? Which in turn leads us to our next question. How did Hermes, in his role as Fandaniel, not recognize the subject of his own research? We must assume that he either knew and was unable to help, or that he was otherwise prevented from identifying the cause in the first place. At this juncture, all we can do is speculate. To be clear, the Convocation does not tolerate acts of deception or malice. We are practiced at perceiving truth, and would have known had Fandaniel lied to us. Hermes has no conscious wish for the world to end. Of that I am certain. No conscious. It seems there is more to the tale after all. We conducted an investigation of our own, you see. How comforting. So we seem to have reached the exact same conclusion. I see no reason to delay further. 'Tis time we brought Hermes into the fold, as it were. Thank you for your understanding, ... I guess we'll say thank you. Thanks, bruh. Save your things. I did not say I believed your ridiculous story, but as Emmett Selk, I have a duty to examine any potential threat to our existence, no matter how ludicrous or personally offensive I may find it. What a good man. Alright, so I think we're going to take our last intermission, and then we'll get into this next quest line. So, be like 5 minutes-ish, and we'll be back. Puppy intermission. Tried to get it, and then my dogs decided to get crazy. But we are back. Sorry about that. Someone came home, so the dogs were a little more excited. So it took an extra 2 minutes. Thank you. Yes, Emmett Selk truly is a gem. He shines bright like a diamond. Hunger in the garden. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next aisle over. Miteon is with him. I can't say that one. I can't say that name. May. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Misopsis. Alrighty. Oh no, Johnny. You're about to dissolve again. I love this. This part of the story is so cool. This is so neat that you get to learn more about them pre-Assia. Ascian things. Meteon? Okay. I will try to remember that. No promises. Meteon. Metone. They are close by within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Burr, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Fandaniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance at convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... Then again, perhaps Burr can handle them. She did survive a bout with Vina, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. What? You guys. Okay. Rude. Ooh. Well, here, Johnny, I'm gonna give you more greens. Hitlo Deus. Oh. Okay. He's on top of me. I can't even see my person. Get out of here. I know, right? WTF is the best reaction to that. It just came out of nowhere. Riotous Medusa. Get out of here, Medusa. Right. Make things more interesting. At the very least. Let's see. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, I keep doing it. Creepy monster. Freaky. Well, he's not here. Oh. Oh. My goodness. I like the they come upon me with ravenous intent. How descriptive. Oh dear. Oh no, 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 no. No, ah! Holy! There's a bit going on here. Make some weird sounds. There he is. Burr, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythrodeus and MSQ company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Van Daniel, you say? Then yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. It will not be long, I promise. But you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. You don't say. No way. Huh, well that was exciting. I never want to go in there ever again. You spoke with Hermes then, and were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say smell? I cannot speak for certain convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the MSQ who would recreate Amura in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that is. I think that would be great. If we could just avoid that. Hermes said he would not be long, yes? Then we shall wait here until he emerges. Come on, Hermes.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Aye.
Sorry about that.
A matter of the utmost gravity, if one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us, who you are, and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction, and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, Distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to Dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates Dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate Dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of Dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Da da da. Huh.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteion. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
It hurts!
Oh my gosh.
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteion. Steady.
So scared, so lonely.
What is it?
The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt.
Oh no.
This is wrong. All wrong.
Oh my gosh.
She's gone? But how?
That's what I'm thinking, Sean. I don't know.
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Oh, snap. Fancy.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind?
Oh.
No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteion also employs Dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Oh my gosh. Things just got real crazy. Okay. So what is going on? Aliens indeed. Alien invasion. You calm your mind. Your senses questing for any hint of Meteion's presence. Uh-oh. No. Is that thing gonna attack me? Don't attack me. But you failed to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. He just stopped. Huh. Interesting. Just walked up to me. Oh, Vita. Hello. Was not expecting to see you there. Ah, this is crazy! It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run to hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. You strained to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Slow. There's a little net. Get out of here. Springtime, getting little mayflies coming in. Greetings and salutations. Uh-oh. Commencing report. I feel like we're talking to Omega all over again. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run far away. Grab her. No, that won't work because she can do that. It's like, just jump on her. Please, don't follow me. Meteion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. Her face says, yeah, like, I'm gonna listen to that. It's okay, Meteion, we need to know what's going on so we can solve this issue. You don't have to tell Hermes, you can just have them speak to me. It attacked my brain for some reason. Why did it affect my head? Oh. That makes sense. More dynamis. She's not here. Sparkles. Sorry. Later. All right, let's see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they're very ether-filled. As opposed to, say, me. Got more dynamis, less ether. Ah, she's not here either. Darn, where'd she go? Wild meteon chase. I thought they just liked me. I thought they just wanted to talk to me too. Make my head hurt really bad. It's a weird way to show you like somebody though. Just. Yeah. I think. Oh. Oh. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteon's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Oh dear. What is happening? What are they saying? Who is it? Girl. Do not leave me hanging like this. Did we stop her? Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. What now? Processing expedition data, preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations, formulating answers to the question, finalizing report. No, Burr, you mustn't listen. goodness. It's wrong! It's all wrong! Meteon's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Don't drown yourself. Any sign of Meteon? To the lake. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The Mitaya are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Mataya's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Oh, my dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Is that like a reference to what Surface says? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether, much how Emmett Selk solidified your presence when first we met you? Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Berr will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Berr and Emmett Selk will keep our tracker and trapper respectively, or be them, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmett Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Haha. You're stuck with me. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Fussy dog tonight. Emmett Selk is accompanying you. Okay. That's so funny. Oh, I guess it's really right here. We're a team. Partners in crime. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Meteon's anguished voice heads towards the water's edge. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. To the lake, to the lake, to the lake, lake, lake. There's a talking bot. Let's talk. Some banter. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days are no. If I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Oh. No, you don't want to come down this way? This music is so good. It really creates the mood. Tense vibes. Trouble in impending. Not here. I'm not here. Please. By that rock, is she? Very well. Snap. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Mitian. We will hear your report, good or bad. Purr, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry, I'm not strong enough. Stay away, I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor fragile heart. Are all of her sisters dead? Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Great, we gotta herd. This, I could get up here. This way, can't I? No. Fine, whatever, I'll go this way. Ramona. I keep reading that as Ramona. Like Ramona Flowers? Is it this way or on the other side? Probably the other side. There's a speaking point. What does he say? Is this noose not in use? It seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Okay, well, let's just look here and see if this is her or not. There, I see her. Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling. We better stop her. Lala. I was not expecting Lala to just run across there. But I should always expect them. Potatoes everywhere. Please tell me we catch her. We'll catch her. Oh. Jeez.
Aha! Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... Please protect them. Protect them all.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
This isn't sounding very good.
They are all... dead.
What the heck?
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Oh my gosh.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for, what gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living, and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What the heck?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
Oh dear. Well, what a twist.
You fool!
Well, I got a feeling it's a little cuckoo. Maybe because I've seen into the future. Just kidding. No. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creation is returned to ether? Have you never cast your accursed question to the distant stars? You may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Yes. Well, that was crazy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Of like, they all have their other forms. But I just wasn't expecting that. It's like a big angel, blue angel. Huh. Man, it's crazy. So he's going a little crazy because he needs to find the answer to the meaning of life. That has driven lesser men crazy, I think. Alright, sir. probably stop here for tonight, but man. And then we're gonna be doing raid night on Wednesday. So we'll pick up with this part again on Friday. Craziness. An octo! I can see that! He's like an octopus angel. So funny. Well, it kind of looks like the octo tentacle creatures that came down. That's happening on our current Aetheris. You know. Except more decorated. Well. Don't forget, if you have not done it yet, to vote in the poll that I posted on YouTube in the community page to decide which PlayStation 2 game we're going to be streaming. There's 2 options, and yeah, I put the synopsis of them up there for you. And also don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I think that's about everything. He doesn't have a chest. Yes. That's the difference. Alright guys, I appreciate you all so much. I'm very much looking forward to continuing this with you on Friday, but I will see you on Wednesday for raid night. Have a good night all.